Hi guys, welcome back. So today's tutorial is going to be a full face tutorial using products that I've received in Boxycharm boxes. I've been getting Boxycharm boxes for quite a while now, so I have a pretty decent collection of products that I've received through my Boxycharms. Today I created this look using only Boxycharm products with the exception of 3 items, which is my moisturizer. I've never received a moisturizer in any of my Boxycharms, not that I can think of, and I looked through all my stuff and I didn't find any. No foundation, so I didn't use, well, I used a foundation, but I used another foundation because I've never received a foundation through a Boxycharm. And concealers, I've never received concealers through Boxycharm. So everything else I did receive in any one of my Boxycharms. So yeah, if you want to see how I got this look using Boxycharm products, and obviously you have to keep watching. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, follow my other social media, and watch my previous videos. And that's it. Let's get to this. So I've already moisturized my face, that's why it looks a little shiny. I've never received a moisturizer in any of my Boxycharms, so I had to use one of my regular moisturizers. I have received this Mirabella Prime. It's a face primer, so I'm gonna use this one. I don't really like it, but for the sake of the video, I'm gonna use it. I really don't feel like it does much, but it's just like a gel consistency. And we're just gonna apply it to the center of my face because that's where I get the oiliest. And this primer really doesn't say much, and I threw out the information, the card obviously, but I don't remember it saying anything about it being a mattifying primer or a pore filler or none of that. So it's just a face primer. I'm also going to moisturize my lips with the Purlisse Daily Lip Nourisher before we continue, and it's just this slanted tip, and I like to take it with my finger and then just apply it onto my lip. I feel like it works better for me that way. Okay, here's another thing that I've never received in any of my Boxycharms, which is a foundation. So I'm going to be using the Mary Kay Time Wise Matte Wear Foundation, which should work a little bit better since that primer is not a matte primer. So hopefully this holds up. For concealers, I'm going to use these LA Girl Pro HD concealers. Again, these are products that I've never received in a Boxycharm, which kind of makes sense. I mean, come on, not everyone is the same shade. So these are products that I don't think we will be receiving in Boxycharms. But what do I know? Alright, so I'm going in with the darkest shade. This one is in Nude, which has a peachy undertone. That's why I like to use it first. And I blend it out with the Beauty Blender. Alright, and now for the highlight, I'm using the shade Creamy Beige. So to set my under eyes, I received this Ofra Banana Powder and this Your Minerals Sweetened Transparent Veil. I think I'm gonna use the transparent veil today. So I'm just gonna dip my Beauty Blender into the powder. It has a little sifter in it. And I'm just gonna go right ahead and set my under eye. I'm gonna bring it down a little bit on the side of my nose. And the other eye. And I'm just gonna blend that into the skin. Hopefully today I don't take any flash photography. It is daytime right now, even though it's a little cloudy today. But I don't know if this is flash photography proof. So I don't know if I'm gonna get a flashback and you know, all that stuff. Anyway, I'm gonna set my face with this Ofra press powder. It's an oil control press powder. If you can see it. I just want to set the rest of my face because like I said, I don't think that primer is a mattifying primer and I need all the mattifying products I can possibly get. So that's what I'm going with this. I look like Casper right now. I hope this absorbs into my face just nicely. I'm using a flat kabuki brush by RC Cosmetics. Thank goodness for bronzer because my face is looking like the color of my shirt right now. I'm gonna be using the Pure Mineral Glow Bronzing Powder. Alright, let's add some color back to this face. I swear, I hope that this powder absorbs like really soon because I am not liking how pale I look right now. So for my brows, I'm going to be using these Cella products. Here I have the Cella Tantalizing Taupe Eyebrow Pencil and a, what is this? An eyebrow defining gel, and it's a clear. Let's go. By the way, this brush, I also received it in a Boxycharm, and this is the Bodyography Brow Brush. I got another brow product, which was that Bodyography Brow Trio that I always use. That was from a Boxycharm. And I really do like this brush and the Bodyography one. Didn't use the Bodyography Brow Trio in this tutorial because I use it in practically all my tutorials, so. Alright, so I think that looks great. Let's set the brows. Okay. So the brows are done and I can say I like both of those Cella products. Alright, let's move on to the blush. I received a Makeup Geek blush and a Studio Makeup blush from the boxes. The Studio Makeup blush is called Soft Blend Blush in Wildflower, and the Makeup Geek is an XOXO blush. I'm gonna use the Studio Makeup on the Go today because it's less pigmented than the Makeup Geek one, and I want something a little subdued, not too bright today. I'm just going with this one. I like both of the blushes, by the way. They're both really good blushes. And I'm using a dual fiber stippling brush. Let me see. I think I've received, no, I bought that one. Never mind. Bueno, if I really want to say I bought everything because it's not like the Boxycharm is free, but you know what I mean. So for highlight, I've received quite a few things as far as highlighting goes. I've got this Jelly Pong Pong Cosmetics All Over Glow, which is illuminizing gel. We've got this Lightning Crew highlighting cream, which obviously I'm not going to use those because I already have set my powders and all that on my face with powders. So the other two I have received, which are the most recent, and I hope you can see these. These are the vintage highlighters. This one is Illuminating Face Highlighter, and this one is also an Illuminating Face Highlighter set. So there's two in here, one over here. Let me get you the names on these. Okay, this one's the Rose Gold one. And this one is Rose Quartz and Chocolate Diamond. Let me show you what they look like. So here's what the packaging looks like. It's white with gold lettering in it. So here's the rose gold one. Very pretty. It has like a gold specks all over it. And here are the rose quartz and chocolate diamond. Very pretty as well. So for today's highlight, I'm going to be using the chocolate diamond one. I'm going to be using my Luxie 512 small contouring brush for this. I also received this in one of the Boxycharms. So here we go. Wow, this is really pretty. This is the first time I used this specific one. I've already used the rose gold one, which is really nice. And I think I've used the rose quartz as well, but I think I like this one the best. I didn't think it would be this pretty. So finally onto the eyes. I'm going to be using the eye primer by Mika Beauty Cosmetics. I've used this a bazillion times. If you guys have been following me for a while, you already know. It is a good primer. I like it, and I've had it for quite a while, and I still have like so much of it left. So it's really good. It sorry, I have something stuck on my finger. It covers up all the veins and any coloring that you may have. So I like it, and it does hold on to the eyeshadows very well, so my eyeshadows don't go anywhere. So I'm going to place this primer on my entire eyelid, from the eyelid to my brow bone. And to set this, I'm going to go back to that Your Mineral Sweeten transparent powder onto the Beauty Blender. And then I'm just going to set this primer. So to speed things up, I went ahead and did one eye off camera, and I'm going to go in and show you what I did on this eye. I used these two palettes. I used the Studio Makeup On The Go warm-up palette and the IBY Beauty Trio eyeshadow palette in Three's Company. The reason I use these two palettes is because I like the mattes in here, and this one only has one matte, and the shimmery shades in here are freaking gorgeous. The ones in here I don't really like. They're kind of chunky and glittery, and I just don't really like those. So with that said, let's go and start doing this eye. So I'm going to start with this shade right here, which is kind of like caramel shade, and I'm going to place this onto my crease as my transition shade. I'm using a Sigma E40 blending brush. I'm going to go circular motions all the way from my outer to my inner corner, and back and forth. So now with another blending brush, the Morphe E27, I'm gonna take this shade on the opposite side of that caramel. This one is more of a taupey shade, and I'm going to place this into the crease the same way, circular motions back and forth, but I'm just gonna stay a little bit lower than I did with the caramel shade. So I'm gonna make smaller circular motions than I did with the caramel. The caramel, I wanted it to go a little bit high. So as you can see, I went up high, but with this taupey shade, I wanna stay lower. You need to go back to that caramel shade, go right back and blend those lines so you can have a seamless and nice transition. I'm gonna take my Sigma E55 eye shader, and I'm gonna take this light shade in the center, which is a matte shade, and I'm gonna use this as my brow bone highlight. And go back and blend that out. Alright, now I'm going to take an e.l.f. contour brush, and I'm going to take this brown shade in the center, And I'm gonna place this on my lower lash line. Let me grab a mirror because I'll make a mess or poke my eye. So yeah, I'm gonna place this dark brown on my lower lash line, but I'm just gonna keep it on the outer half. And I'm also going to bring it into the V of my eyelid, just a little bit. And like I said, just on that outer V. And I don't want to super smoke it out, so I'm just gonna like keep it really, really light. If you need to go back to any of the other brushes that you used, go right ahead just to make sure everything is blended. Alright, so now I'm going to take this BH Cosmetics, it's just a shader brush, and I'm going to take the gold shade in the center here from the IBY Beauty palette, and I'm going to place this on my mobile lid. This shade is so stinking beautiful and so pigmented. I'm going to place this right here, and I'm going to stay really low because, you know, my eyes, when I open them, everything transfers. So I like to stay low onto the lid, just so I don't look all messy. Alright, again, if you need to go back and blend out, go right ahead. And make sure that outer V is blended well as well. Alright, so I'm gonna clean the brush that I just used, with that dark brown. And I'm gonna go into that caramel shade with the same brush. This is the e.l.f. contour brush. And now I'm going to buff my lower lash line out. And this shade, I'm gonna bring it all the way to the inner corner of my eye. Alright, so now I'm going to go with a BH Cosmetics 105 pencil brush. And I'm going to use this light shade over here from the IBY Beauty palette, well, trio. And I'm going to use this as my inner tear duct highlight. For eyeliner, I'm using this Mika Beauty Cosmetics Black Gel Eyeliner, which is super black. And I'm going to be using this Seta, I guess, eyeliner pencil that I also received on a box. And we're going to go right in. I'm not going to do a large wing because I'm not that great at doing wings with gel products. So I'm just going to keep it on really close to the lash line, you know, just like sort of kind of give me a tiny little baby wing. Tiny little baby wing. That's what I'm doing today. So let's begin. This gel eyeliner is so black. Like, I wish I really was able to work my magic with gel liners, because this liner is awesome. I just can't, I don't know, I feel like it's gel liners tug, and I get all these little lines, skippy lines, and to me it looks horrible. So I refrain from using gel liners. I mean, this one has dried out quite a bit on me. So in order for me to keep using it, I'm gonna have to, I don't know, get Duraline or something and add to it to make it creamy again. But can you see how dark that is? Alright, so we got through that. Now I'm gonna do my lashes. I'm gonna be using the Blink Mascara Amplified. It says stop painting your lashes, tube them. So this is like a tubing system type of thing, which I don't know, it goes on like regular mascara, so it's not like weird or freaky or anything like that. The only difference that I see is that when you take it off, it comes out in little pieces instead of this big mess of black mascara everywhere. That's the only difference that I see. And I do like this tubing thing. It's pretty cool. I already have it on this eye, so it does add some length to the lashes. And I won't be talking through this part because every time I do, I poke myself in the eye. Even when I don't talk, I poke myself in the eye. As far as lip products, we've received quite a few lip products in Boxycharm, but the three that stand out to me the most are these Ofra liquid lipsticks because I love them. I received Americano, Mocha, and Pasadena. And today we're going to be using Pasadena, which is the smallest one of all three of them. So let's go. And here's the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial in which I use only products I've received in beauty boxes, this box being the Boxycharm box. I do like most of the products. The only one that I'm not crazy about is that face primer, which is the Mirabella Prime for the face, which is a primer for the face, I mean. But everything else is great. And that's it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Follow my other social media and watch my previous videos. Until next time, my loves. Mwah. Hugs and kisses. Bye.